the agents. Tall, stoic, mysterious, and deadly. They are men dressed in black suits with sunglasses, looking like Secret Service agents who can possess anybody that is connected to the Matrix. But did you know that there have been at least 5 versions of these Matrix programs? In this video, we will be talking about all the versions of the agents in the Matrix, from angels who protected the humans to children who manipulated them. Welcome to Matrix Explained.
Welcome to the desert of the real.
The agents were first described by Morpheus. He explained to Neo what these programs were.
Sentient programs. They can move in and out of any software still hardwired to their system. Inside the Matrix, they are everyone and they are no one. But they are the gatekeepers. They are guarding all the doors, they are holding all the keys, which means that sooner or later, someone is going to have to fight them.
Interesting fact, Agent Smith had predecessors, just like Neo does. In the first version of the Matrix, the Paradise Matrix, came the birth of the first agents. These had the appearance of celestial beings. They looked like angels, with wings and everything. These agents were powerful and were more benevolent towards the humans, which may explain why the fan favorite Seraph switched sides and went against the Matrix. We know that Seraph confronted and defeated agents before, which proves that the first agents were more powerful than the agents that Neo fought in the first movie. When Neo meets Seraph, he sees him with a different code from the rest of the Matrix, the Golden Code, which could mean enlightenment or evidence that Seraph came from a much older version of the Matrix. At the Merovingian chateau, there is a mural with angels and men at war. There is also a giant M in the center, insinuating that the Merovingian was there during the Seraphic battle of the Paradise Matrix. The Merovingian perhaps saved Seraph from being deleted, and thus becoming an exiled program.
Holy shit, it's wingless.
Maybe Seraph cut off his wings to hide better inside the simulation, losing his ability to fly. But he was still very powerful, as demonstrated during his sparring with Neo. A Matrix program who is nearly on par with the Anomaly should not be underestimated. Additionally, in Matrix Online, it is implied that Seraph was a former agent. Yet unfortunately, he did not return in Matrix Resurrections, and it is unknown what happened to him. When the Paradise Matrix was deleted, the architect created the second version of the Matrix, the Nightmare Matrix, and the Seraphic agents were replaced. It is theorized that this is when the twins were created. These ghostly apparitions were experts at close-range combat. Their weapon of choice was knives. They could also shed their corporeal forms and turn into literal ghosts. It is believed that these agents became obsolete after the architect conceded that the Nightmare Matrix was also a failure, and it is implied that the Merovingian rescued the twins as well. The third version of the agents are the Matrix's agents Brown, Jones, and Smith. We know that they have been around since the beginning of Neo's version of the Matrix, because they made an appearance in Animatrix, where they were talking about the first versions of the simulation. After they battled Neo, and Neo destroyed Agent Smith, the architect again updated the program. These upgrade agents consist of Jackson, Johnson, and Thompson. They were stronger than the previous agents, and nearly matched the Integral Anomaly in some attributes. The upgrade agents were more lethal to the Red Pills, but they were not that much of a threat to Neo or the freed Agent Smith. And now we have the most recent version of the agents from Matrix Resurrections, the Handlers. These guys don't wear black suits and ties. They are not martial arts experts, but they are experts at something much worse and more harmful: manipulation. They blend in with the target's family and friends. Agents can be easily identified, but these bots are hidden among everyone, making them incredibly effective.
That'll be Jude. He's not your friend, he's a handler the program used to control you. They don't look like typical agents. They use bots now skinned as normal people, which means they're everywhere and you never know who to trust.
These handlers disguise themselves as Trinity's kids and husband. Jude is a handler as well, pretending to be Neo's friend. They are hidden in plain sight, waiting to be activated. They also function as a collective, a hive mind. When activated, they all attack together, which makes them incredibly dangerous. A common detail among all agents, from their first iteration to their most recent, is their strength and strategic improvements. Initially, the agents were characterized by their brute force and more direct tactics. Over time, they have lost some of that physical strength, but have developed more sophisticated talents to manipulate and control the humans psychologically. They no longer resort to trivial tactics, such as deceiving people with prophecies or false religions, creating celestial beings like guardian angels, nor use scare tactics, like creating monsters or ghosts. They stopped using interrogation and intimidation tactics to keep the humans in line, like Smith used to do. The bots are much more subtle in their methods. They have perfected the art of influence and mind control, acting more covertly. This new way of operating suggests that the handlers have managed to integrate themselves more efficiently into human society, becoming virtually undetectable until they are activated, that is. In extreme cases, they become more akin to, well, to those individuals who willingly give their lives to take other people's lives in big explosions.
He's turning bots into bombs.
The agent's evolution reflects a change in the way they interact with humans, moving from confrontational to psychological. Now, there is a version that we didn't mention, Smith from Matrix 4. Let's say that he is the 5th version of the agents, a more powerful program than the Analyst, but that's probably giving him too much merit. We believe that Smith is part of the Analyst's plan to make Thomas miserable. This version of Agent Smith might not be the original Smith with a new shiny DSI. He could very well be a copy, or a newly created program that pretends to be like Smith to help activate the anomaly. Also, there are characters like Dr. Frey from the comics and others from the video games that could be high-ranking agents. We'll leave them for another video. But do you agree? Which version of the agents do you think was the most dangerous and more effective? For Matrix Explained, please leave a like and subscribe. And thank you for visiting the Desert of the Real.